Happy Tuesday. I'm Teresa Melito-Conners, Dr. MC of Dr. MC's Self-Care Cabaret, and thank you for joining me today for Talkback Tuesday at the Cabaret. So, I wanted to continue a little bit about our discussion on trauma and resilience and building resilience specifically today, and share another resource with you, an activity with you, and then we're going to end today with a guided meditation about healing anxiety in the stomach. I don't know if you're anything like me. I feel my anxiety in my stomach. That's right where it goes, always. So I was really excited to find this healing meditation on relaxation for anxiety in the stomach. It's a little bit longer than our typical guided meditations, but I think you'll find it valuable. So we'll do that at the end, and then I have a card pull, and that's going to be today's agenda, unless anything else pops up in the interim. So to get us started, I did want to talk more about the intersection of trauma, resilience, and self-care. When we think about difficult experiences that we've had, traumatic experiences that we've had, and we think about how to heal from those, we frame it from the place of resilience and building resilience. Resilience to me sounds like something mythical and unobtainable. But if we take a step back from that and we think about building resilience from the perspective of self-care, then it feels much more reasonable and much more tangible to me. I wrote a blog post this week about just that, which you can find at drmcselfcare.com, drmcselfcare.com. That's on my website. And I thought the blog was very good. I think all my blogs are good, but this one in particular stood out to me as really kind of grasping what I think is a difficult concept for people to understand, and that's how do we build resilience? Well, we can build our resilience by practicing self-care, by taking care of ourselves. By nature, we're going to build resilience. And in the article, there's a little chart that I made, but if we think back to, and I pull it up here on my phone, if we think back to what the resilience research tells us about building resilience, you want to incorporate the 4 resilience components into your routine. And the 4 resilience components are connection, healthy thinking, meaning, and wellness. So if we take those 4 resilience components and we layer self-care on top of it, we're going to capture all of that and more. So if we think about the connection component of resilience, that's our relationship domain. That's our support system. Those are our supportive relationships. The people we can go to, the people that we can trust, that trust us, that we can say no to, that'll still love us at the end of the day, the people that see us at our worst and see us at our best. That's our support system. Then if we think about the resilience component of healthy thinking, the self-care piece that fits on top of that would be our self-compassion domain and our self-awareness and mindfulness domain. That's how we take care of ourselves. That's how we talk to ourselves from a place of compassion. That's how we are kind of aware of our thoughts, feelings, body, all of that stuff. And our mindfulness, that's how we connect with the present moment. That's how we practice, if we meditate, if we do yoga. That's all our mindfulness realm. If we look at the meaning component of resilience and we layer the spiritual domain on top of that, that's where you build resilience there with the spiritual domain of self-care. That's finding meaning in your work. That's finding a larger purpose for what you do. That's getting to your why. Why do you do what you do? What gets you out of bed in the morning? What do you do to fill that domain? That's going to build resilience. And then the last resilience component is wellness. If we look at all the domains of self-care, the ultimate goal is optimal wellness. And if you design a routine for yourself that is consistent, daily, foundational, you will hit all 10 domains of self-care, and you will, by nature, experience wellness and build resilience. So I think it's really important that we understand that and that we work to achieve that goal. I recognize it's easier said than done, so there are things we can use to support us in this endeavor. A resource I wanted to share with you today, and I've mentioned this before, but it's been a few weeks. I would like you to go to a website called actionforhappiness.org. And it's a website with lots and lots of resources. Everything's free. One of the best things they do is monthly calendars. And we are just about to embark on the month of July. I'm not sure how we got here, but it's almost July. And their theme for July is resilience with their calendar called Jump Back July. So they were right there with me in talking about the importance of resilience. So I was really excited to see this month's calendar. So you can print out like literally a one-page calendar, which is really cool, and put it on your fridge, put it on your front door, put it in your bedroom, put it in the bathroom, wherever you're going to see it, and do it. But the other thing that Action for Happiness does that I think is really cool, and I'm going to show you, you can download the calendar into your phone, and then you'll have the alerts right. Oh, you really can't see that. It's not showing up. Sorry. You'll have the daily alerts right in your phone. So you'll get like the push notifications in the calendar alert. So if we look at this, so Wednesday's July 1st, that's just tomorrow. Day 1 for Jump Back July to build resilience is be willing to ask for help when you need it, today and always. I like that one. That's a big, important piece of self-care, being able to ask others for help. We love to be superhuman. We love to be superheroes. We're going to do it all. We don't need any help. Just get out of my way and I'll do it. Not a great self-care perspective. For Thursday, Jump Back July, day 2, you got make a list of things you're looking forward to. So that's going to help fill up that kind of meaning and spiritual domain. So this is a great calendar. I thought the timing was just perfect. So I wanted to share that with you again. So again, that's actionforhappiness.org. And I can post the link in the chat later so folks have it. And let's see. The other thing, so I was thinking about other activities we can help do to build resilience. And I pulled out this fun little book that I reference often that my mom gave me for my birthday right before the Rona happened. And it's called My Pocket Positivity: Anytime Exercises That Boost Optimism, Confidence, and Possibility by Courtney Ackerman. This was the best $10 ever spent. And in the blog post from this week, I do share several pages from this book that I just photographed and gave credit to and shared with different resilience building activities. I didn't share all of them on the blog post. There's many more in this book, but I shared a couple of them. And one in particular that really stands out for me is called Document Lessons Learned. And I thought it was perfect. This is a resilience building exercise from this book. And given what we've all been experiencing over the last few months with the COVID-19 crisis, I thought this was really good for us to do. So I encourage you to do this activity at your convenience. But it's really going to help us as we move forward into our new normal. Many people in my circle are educators and teachers and admin and whatnot. And people are talking a lot about going back to school, going back to work. More businesses are opening up. People are scared. I'm nervous about it. But I think this activity can actually help us to overcome some of those fears and look back and reflect on what we have used so far to cope over the last 4 months and what we can learn from that as we move forward and navigate our new normal. So this activity, I'm going to read it to you, is called Document Lessons Learned. We have all suffered from setbacks, but if you're reading this, you're still here. That means that you've recovered from past bumps in the road. Figuring out the tools you used to do this will help you improve your ability to rebound in the future. To figure out how you survived and thrived through your troubles in the past, you need to conduct an investigation into your lessons learned. In a business context, this term usually refers to a post-project completion review or reflection on what worked well, what didn't, and what you learned about how to make future projects run smoother. For your resilience lessons learned, you will consider the same aspects, except in the context of your personal development. Follow these steps to conduct a lessons learned reflection. Step 1. Think about one of the most difficult setbacks or failures you have experienced. Describe it in detail. Step 2. Reflect on how you made it through. Ask yourself, what helped me get through? What did I do that made the situation more difficult? If I faced a similar situation, what would I do the same and what would I do differently? Step 3. Wrap it all up in a set of bullet points on how you can successfully make it through any difficult situation. Refer to these bullet points to identify your best strategies for bouncing back. So I think we can use COVID-19 as an example. I think we can use a lot of examples from our lives. We've all had setbacks and struggles to various degrees, and we can think back on those and take a few minutes to reflect on them and journal about them, write them down somewhere, put a note on your phone, do it in a journal. I love to buy pretty journals, so buy a pretty journal and write it in there and really think about what you've used in the past to cope. And sometimes in the heat of the moment, we don't think back to what we've done before to help us move forward. But especially right now, when it's such a time of crisis, I think it's important that we do so. So that is document lessons learned from my pocket positivity. And we are going to do our guided meditation. So this is the relaxation for anxiety in the stomach guided meditation from Inner Health Studio. Like I said, this one's a little bit long, so get comfy though and enjoy. This relaxation script focuses on relieving the symptoms of anxiety in the stomach. Anxiety symptoms in the belly can include nausea, butterflies, pain, tightness, digestive problems, and a general feeling of unease. This script will help you reduce anxiety and relieve these uncomfortable symptoms. Begin by getting into a comfortable position. You may want to sit or lie down, with your hands resting on your lap or at your side. It is very uncomfortable to experience anxiety in the stomach. The feeling will pass, and soon you will be feeling calm and relaxed. Trust that the discomfort you are experiencing right now is not going to last long. Anxiety in the stomach can feel uncomfortable, even painful. Some people report a feeling of dread or unease, or feel like their stomach is jumping. These symptoms arise because of the fight or flight response. Your body is reacting with anxiety and getting ready to fight or run away. But right now, you are not in danger. You are safe, and you will soon feel better. During this relaxation exercise, I'll describe focusing on the anxiety and then focusing on relaxation and distracting yourself from the anxiety. You will alternate between these two areas of focus and find that the anxiety in the stomach goes away. Let's start by relaxing a little. Take a deep breath. Now breathe out, emptying your lungs completely. Breathe in slowly and out slowly. In and out. Breathe in and out. Keep breathing slowly like this. Calm, gentle breaths. You can relax your muscles by first tightening a muscle group and then relaxing the muscles. Raise your shoulders towards your ears. Then, let your shoulders relax, dropping into a comfortable, loose position, and feel yourself sinking into the surface you are on. Allow your jaw to drop slightly, letting the muscles of your face and jaw become loose and relaxed. Wiggle your toes once or twice and feel your feet and legs relaxing. Gently open and close your hands once and again. Close your hands into fists, holding tension in your muscles. And then release, relaxing your hands and arms. Take a deep breath in, feeling the tension in your chest and stomach as you hold that breath. And allow your chest and stomach to relax as the breath escapes slowly. Allow the muscles of your back to relax, from your neck to your upper back, middle back, lower back. Feeling your whole body relaxing. Notice any areas of tension in your body. Relax those areas now. Your body will continue to relax deeper and deeper. Loose, heavy, relaxed. Now that you are becoming more and more relaxed and your muscles are letting go of tension, let's focus for a moment on the anxiety in the stomach. Concentrate your attention on your stomach and notice in detail what the anxiety feels like. Is it painful? Does it feel like butterflies in your stomach? Maybe it's a feeling of discomfort or fear. Notice what the anxiety feels like. Think of all the words you can to describe it. In your mind, describe the anxiety. Well done. Now you can relax again and think of other things. Distract yourself by noticing your breathing. Count silently with me. Breathing in to the count of 4, holding for a count of 3, and breathing out to the count of 5. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in, hold, breathe out. Breathe in, hold, and out. Keep breathing slowly like this, focusing on breathing in relaxation and breathing out tension. Feel the tension leaving your body bit by bit with each breath. Concentrate again on the feeling of anxiety in the stomach. Has it changed in any way? Describe in your mind how the anxiety in the stomach feels now. Now you can use a powerful technique to get rid of the anxiety in the stomach. It seems like the opposite of what you would want to do, but trust that this technique will relieve anxiety in the stomach. I will talk you through it. Concentrate on the anxiety. Allow yourself to experience the anxiety without fighting it, without resisting it. Just go with the anxiety. Imagine that you are floating, just relaxing, and going where the current takes you. You are safe, even though this feels scary. See that when you do not resist the anxiety, it cannot grow. In fact, the anxiety gets weaker. This thing you were fighting that seemed so strong is not strong at all. You are so much stronger than the feeling of anxiety. Relax into the anxiety, allowing yourself to experience the feelings you were resisting. You are doing fine. Keep relaxing into the anxiety, not fighting it, just floating. No resistance, relaxing. Continue to focus on the anxiety in the stomach. What I'm about to ask you to do may seem strange, but you only need to try it for a few moments. See if you can intensify the symptoms you experience. That's right. Try to make the anxiety in the stomach get bigger. You are stronger than the anxiety, however big it may be. I'll be here to talk you through it, and you will be okay. This will not hurt you, and I'll help you relax when it's all done. Let's try it. If you feel butterflies in your stomach, see if you can feel even more butterflies. If you feel tightness, make your stomach clench even tighter. If you feel nauseated, see if you can make the feeling of nausea grow even bigger. If you feel fear or heaviness, see if you can enlarge that feeling and make it grow stronger. Make the anxiety in the stomach bigger, as big as you can. You may notice that nothing is happening. The anxiety isn't getting any bigger. In fact, it's getting smaller. Smaller and smaller. The harder you try to increase the feelings of anxiety in the stomach, the more it retreats from you, shrinking away. It's like facing a monster to find out that it's not a monster at all. It's a cartoon picture of a monster, and it can't hurt you. It seems funny, comical, not in any way threatening. Feel the last bits of anxiety disappearing, and just allow it to do so. Just relax into this new feeling of mastery, this new feeling of calm. You faced the anxiety, and it did not hurt you. You went with this feeling, and it went away. Feel a pleasant sensation in your stomach. It feels like a laugh, ready to come forward, a feeling of happiness, lightness, and joy. You are so free, so relaxed. You have conquered the feelings you were experiencing. Your stomach feels great. Take a deep breath and let it out with a sigh. You did it. Just relax, congratulating yourself for getting through this. Whenever you feel anxiety in the stomach in the future, you know that it cannot hurt you. You know how to go with the anxious feelings without resisting until they pass. It's like riding a wave. You know what to do. Take a few moments now to reawaken your body and mind, returning to your usual level of consciousness and awareness. Stretch if you want to, getting ready to return to your day. Sit quietly with your eyes open, reorienting yourself to your surroundings. When you feel awake and alert, you can face the hours ahead, feeling confident and calm. Thank you. That was the relaxation for anxiety in the stomach from Inner Health Studio. I don't know if other people experience this, but as I said earlier, when I feel anxious or nervous or about something, right to my stomach. That's immediately where it goes. It's in knots, and I experience all sorts of uncomfortable feelings and digestive issues as a result of stress and anxiety. That's where I feel it most. Other people feel tension in other places. That's where it goes for me. So I thought that meditation was pretty cool, and I wanted to share it with you. So last but certainly not least, I did pull some cards for this week's Facebook Live. And these come from Cheryl Richardson's deck, the self-care cards. Cheryl Richardson is a local author and self-care guru from Newburyport, Massachusetts, which is kind of fun. And so the cards today, and this isn't like a think of 1, 2, or 3. This is just sort of general for the group. The cards that may help you over the next week or so. So the first one is rejuvenation. And the back says, get a good night's sleep. Rejuvenate your body, mind, and spirit. Rest and sleep is so, so important. We tend to, not sleep enough, cut our sleep. We don't sleep well. We don't take steps to ensure that we sleep well, and that can really wreak havoc on us if we don't. Me personally, if I don't get at least like 8 hours of sleep, I'm an absolute nightmare. I can barely function if we're talking like less than 6 hours of sleep. Forget it. No good. Our second card, risk. Oh, and this has a lovely image on it of a dancer angel. The back says, take a risk. You have the power within to move mountains. We tend to be so hard on ourselves, and we don't really see our full potential, and we lack confidence sometimes to take the steps, even if we're being guided in that direction. So this card helps us to take a risk and reminds us that we have the power within to move mountains. I think that's very true. And our third card for today is power. We are really, I'm seeing a theme in these 3 cards today. And this last one here says, own your power. Every storm brings a fresh, new beginning. I think that's perfect for the timing right now as we are in the midst of COVID-19. And things feel like very transformative right now, at least for me and what I'm experiencing. And so this card reminds us all to own our power. So thank you for joining me today on Facebook Live. I hope you enjoyed that guided meditation and the little bit in the beginning that we talked about building resilience. Again, head over to actionforhappiness.org, download the Jump Back July calendar, and look for some skills to build your resilience. And also check out this week's blog at drmcselfcare.com on the intersection of trauma, resilience, and self-care. It's very important that we work to practice our self-care and to build our resilience. And as always, put your oxygen mask on first and get to work. I'm Dr. MC, and I'll see you next week. Thanks. Bye.